Start from the bottom, now we here. The myth behind the trickle effect, no, it's not so. What happens is even George was once just the people. And the people took power and overthrew the main power. And then the people established a government that would take care of the people, right? So when they say trickle down shit, I'm like, it never went that way. I mean, all the Excelsiors, that's what they call it, Excelsior. All those that excelled, right, in the human being theory, they did it from the bottom up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't. Even though, in all honesty, in retrospect, right, my daughter is beyond unbelievably fortunate. In the physical and the emotional and all that other shit, like, it's good money, right? I know she's not in harm's way. Not in that sense of mine. I'm the only one being truly harmed because, you know, it's not an easy nut to swallow. It's like trying to swallow a June plum seed, you know? You're in for some shit. It's very prickly, and the fruit is sour. You have to put brown sugar on it. And you tear that shit up. That shit tastes man good. Either way, that's why I like sour Skittles. It's a growing up, right? It wasn't really candy for me to get. Are you kidding me? My mom is no candy. My father was no candy. You understand? They buy me bun, cheese, milk, juice. You know, food be cooked. Send me to the store to go get raw meat. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like they open the doors to reality real quick. Like, go get a bag of chicken. And you take your ass to the store and here you got this chopped up chicken. In your backyard you have actual living chickens running around too. So you're like, oh, so this is that, right? You also taught to work in the land and shit like that. Like, you know, when your mom's out there planting flowers or something like that, you're right next to her. You know, and you're getting dirty too. Washing the car, you know, all of a sudden you're there too, you know. And you want to use the rag. You want to hold the hose, you know. So when you're growing up, you're being taught all these things without actually looking at it like you're learning. You know, you're just actually just interacting with your environment. So on the adult level now, you're just interacting with the adults now, right? And of course the children also. But when it comes down to, by the time you're an adult, you have bills, you have responsibilities, you have things to look forward to, you have regrets. In other words, you have things you wish went another way, right? So by the time you're an adult, you have reality burdens. You know, maybe you let go of someone who now you see them and you're like, fuck man, that could have been me with 3 kids and shit like that. Still fucking gorgeous, still doing her thing. You know, she doesn't seem lost on the fantasy of it. But you carry on, right? So on the interactions with adults now, you start absorbing that shit. Now you're learning shit without actually paying attention to the fact that you're in the state of mind of, you know, let me absorb something, right? Because as an adult, you already have the adult mind. It's like your schizophrenia, which is like, you know, having a very imaginative mind. Like you can create and you can take yourself somewhere, right? Without actually going there. But you're there, right? By the time you're an adult, though, you start focusing on so much of right here that you stop looking beyond the big picture. I'm sorry. You start looking at the bordered picture, not realizing that it's hanging on a wall, and the wall is from a building, and I'm sorry, the wall is to a room, and the room is a part of a corridor, which is connected by more room doors, and you know eventually leads to an open door, and then you look outside, it's a fucking building. You understand? Then you gotta remember that man built that shit. So after all that shit, you gotta get the big picture that man It's behind that shit. So either way, you get to an adult now and you start looking at it like, fuck, yo. God ain't evil, son. It's just evil motherfuckers being evil. And maybe they being evil because nothing is stopping them. So maybe if we tell them that it's the thought that you are free-willed, God at no time was actually trying to judge you. It's you being evil forcing him to be a judgmental figure. Forcing him to say, no, that can't be right because that person is hurting by it. How is that right? Alright, I gave you emotions. Maybe that's my fault. But now you have it. So isn't it a lot simpler to pay attention to the way how you affect someone's emotion? You know? If you're a prick, right? Become a comedian. At least you can get away with being an asswipe. And you will actually, stop being more focused on directing the energy and the light of you are just a fucking issue, you know? I don't get caught up with conspiracies. Because since I was yay big, still being held in hand and shit, conspiracies exist. The man is holding you down. You will only get treated accordingly around your like kind. Other kinds will look down on you. There was serious, things going on too. I'm so happy that I was not around for a lot of the other shit. Fucking excited about that. And yeah, it may sound a little weird, but I'm happy I wasn't here for the Civil War. I'm happy I wasn't here for days of slavery. I'm happy I wasn't here for the day y'all nailed Jesus to the fucking cross. I'm happy I wasn't here for none of that shit. You know why? Exactly. Think about it. Why is it that man is still trying to put us on the page of destruction? Like, dude, are you serious? It's been going on all throughout history, so maybe we just need to start living peacefully. Alright, well, this and that. Well, Prosperity Lottery 888, God bless us all. That's the best I can do. You understand? I don't print money, but money is printed. You just got to come up with the formula that does that and gets the people. Because it's always man behind it. You understand? Well, I understand. Thank God I'm a writer too. Because yeah, sometimes I trip the fuck out. I do find my, I do find my peace of mind. July 6th, Hymns of Cancer. Yeah. Very emotional birth sign, I guess. It's the summertime. In general, human beings are more, emotional when it's warmer. Like, fuck, I'm bored. I gotta do something. It's fucking hot. Oh my god, the winter's around the corner. I gotta do something. Let me go somewhere. Let me take vacation. Fuck, let me just ride a train. I'm sick and tired of fucking driving, and now it's nice and warm. I just want to walk. Let me buy some nice kicks. Oh my god, the Jordans came. I gotta get those shits. Why? Because I want to go to the park, put my fucking pretty ass feet up on a motherfucking bench with my J's sitting right by me. See? Some things, right? Want to change me from being like that? Are you fucking kidding me? I remember what it was like being serious all the fucking time. I hated that shit. Okay? I fucking hated it. How dare you? You know how hard it was to fucking let go of that shit? Now you telling me I should be involved? No. Look at me as a Freemason then. Look at me like I have the given right to be free. Look at it that way. Oh, but you need this. And Prosperity Lottery. I'm also a writer. I have plenty of shit to sell. I poke my nose in something, it gets better. That's just what happens. But everything, could be a perfect chaos. Gotta try to sell that somehow. Perfect chaos, a little sitcom. Not sitcom. It's more like short films of how man always tries to fix shit and just make a bigger fucking problem instead of just going back to the origin of it. They keep trying to go. Remember Superman? Fucking planet blew up because they robbed the planet of everything else and built stuff with it. So the actual foundation of it was weak as fuck. The shit blew up. What came from it? Superman came from it. Yeah. The only fucking survivor from Krypton. Like, seriously?